Welcome to Season 1, Episode 6, another day in the life of a Korean university student. Let's go! First class of the day. Our professor was like, "Guys, I accidentally bought 20 bottles of shike, which is a traditional Korean rice drink. Apparently, he just wanted 2 bottles, but he misclicked. It was a nice surprise, refreshing start of my day. After that class, I went to a bakery in the business building. Not for any particular reason, it's just comforting. But I realized a snack that I always used to get wasn't there anymore. Like the spot for it was completely gone. Poof, no price tag or anything. A little disappointed, I sat down and tried to shift into work mode. I wanted to tell my friends about this blasphemy. But the problem was, I'd completely forgotten what it was called. And so began a mini internal crisis. I spent more time than I like to admit trying to remember the name. I even drew it to my friends. Honestly, 10 out of 10 drawing. Flawless. Not that it helped, but still. Turns out it was canelé. You probably already knew that from my wonderful drawing. Of course, obviously. After having scratched that mental itch, I finally got into my work. Right now, I'm researching for a class presentation on operations and production management. We are analyzing a company's financial statements, trying to estimate production costs, compare changes across 3 years, and find out what might have caused those shifts. It sounds intimidating, and it kind of is, but honestly, it felt pretty cool, like I was doing real business stuff. Even if I only understood half of what I was reading, but I really felt like a business student, and it was a fun and good learning experience. After getting some work done, I had 2 more lectures in the business building, and around 3:50 it was finally time for my last class of the day. But my professor before the last class always ends the class so late, so with my next classroom being a solid 10 minutes away, I had to move. Run, girl, run for your life. Side note, I'm editing this months later, but I've realized I have a terrible habit of panning the camera down. I mean, no one wants to see my feet. I don't even want to see my feet. But also, in my defense, I don't want to accidentally film someone who doesn't want to be on camera. But in retrospect, it's so annoying. I mean, I guess this is what we're working with. I could just edit it out, so yeah. My final class of the day is in the science building. And for me, that building represents both challenge and pride. See, as a business major, I'm not required to take any science courses, especially not ones meant for science majors. However, when I saw food science on the course list, something about it intrigued me. Our professor even warned us during the first class, "If you don't know advanced chemistry, do not take this course." And I thought, okay, bet. Probably a stupid decision. My friends and family were all like, "Don't do it, it's gonna be so hard." But it wasn't about needing the credit. It was about challenging myself. One of the things I really appreciate about university is the freedom to explore. Yes, there are requirements, but there are also choices, and you get to surprise yourself. So, this building, the College of Human Ecology, is where I decided to prove to myself that I could learn something new, even if it did scare me. Now, today's class started like any other class until the professor suddenly whipped out 6 cans of beer for us to taste. We are learning about alcohol, so it tracks, and definitely no complaints. But after class, I grabbed a quick dinner, a sandwich our department was handing out because exams were getting close. Yay for free food! Then I picked up some fruit too, and after watching YouTube and relaxing for a bit, I headed to the library study room on the 6th floor. Now, here's a little Korean education fun fact. Majors are split into 2 big categories, 이과 and 문과. 이과 is, I think, STEM majors like science and math, while 문과 are humanities, language, and social studies. When I was young, I loved science, but I kinda loved learning languages more. So I've been on the 문과 track since high school, and that meant there weren't a lot of opportunities for me to learn science or math, and I sort of missed it. So now, as a university student, I wanted to prove to myself that I could still learn it, that I was still capable. Sure, food science may not be the most difficult class on earth, but for me, it was a form of showing up for that curiosity again. That's why it makes me proud, because I'm saying I want to learn this, and I can do whatever I want to do, and I will be good at it. So yeah, that was my little rant. If there's anything you kind of want to do but are scared to, I suggest you just try it. What could go wrong? So after a solid study session, around 9 p.m., my dad came to pick me up, and now we are headed home. Here is a little nighttime view of Korea on the way home. And I caught up with my dad, chatting. And how was your day also? Are you guys having a good day so far? I hope everything is turning out okay. Hope everything is working well. And yeah. Back home, I let myself take a short Netflix break, but then it was back to studying. Sure, although I really enjoy food science, the exams are creeping up and the material is dense. On top of that, I had to learn new terms that were considered the basics in chemistry, but still, it was fun. It's 2:41 a.m. now. I don't usually stay up this late, but today I felt like pushing further. Also, I wanted to share this moment at the time. This is 2024, October 17th. And I wanted to share the song that I was listening to, which is from an album called The Wisdom Saga in Epic the Musical. Now, I realize Epic has been gaining a lot of recognition recently, and I am so happy about it. But this was when I had listened to the Cyclops Saga, hadn't listened to it for a while, and then realized that the Wisdom Saga was out. So yeah, for those who don't really know what this is, if you like Greek mythology, like Percy Jackson, musical kind of vibes, I recommend you go listen to this song. It is amazing. So yeah, that was my day, a forgotten canulé, a surprise beer tasting lecture, and Epic. I'm not really sure how to end this video, but well, that's it. See you soon.